At the top of the world, where the air is thinner than a politician's promise, where the ground is frozen year-round and time itself feels stuck in a deep freeze, two creatures have mastered the art of survival. They've turned cold into a weapon, solitude into strength, and existence into an extreme sport. On one side, the ghost of the mountains, the Snow Leopard. A creature so elusive that even motion sensor cameras need a blessing to capture a clear shot. Draped in a coat thicker than a premium Canada Goose jacket with a tail like a luxury cashmere scarf and eyes colder than an unfollow on social media, it's the silent assassin of the Himalayas, a solo hunter who doesn't need an audience to dominate. On the other, the Tibetan Wolf, the grizzled warlord of the highlands. It hunts in packs, lives in packs, and doesn't care if it gets dirty as long as it gets the job done. While the Snow Leopard disappears into the shadows, the Tibetan Wolf shows up and gets results. It's not about flair, it's about the win. And today we're not here for pretty pictures, we're here to judge. We're breaking it all down: survival skills, leaping power hunting tactics, and ecological legacy. Who truly reigns over the unforgiving heights? Is it the lone ninja of the snow-capped Snow Leopard? Or the cold-blooded pack leader Tibetan Wolf? Criterion 1. Climbing skills and stealth. Who's the real ninja of the Himalayas? If you think climbing a stair machine at the gym is tough, imagine a creature moving as light as a whisper at 16,000 feet, where just breathing feels like dialing 911 in New York City. And yet that's exactly where the Snow Leopard turns the impossible into its personal mountain parkour playground. Let's start with body design. Snow leopards have turbo grip paws oversized like snow boots with built-in noise cancellation. Each step not only balances on powdery slopes but lands quieter than a yoga instructor's breath. But the true masterpiece, that tail. Nearly as long as the body, thick like a body pillow and nimble as a ballerina's arm, it acts like a stealth mode helicopter rotor stabilizing the cat on near vertical cliffs without making a sound. When it comes to stealth, the Snow Leopard is basically using real-life cloaking technology. Its gray-spotted fur blends seamlessly with the rugged mountain rocks. Studies have shown these cats can lie just meters away from prey without being noticed. Wildlife photographers have literally cried out, "Where the hell did it go?" And that's when they know it's there. Now what about the Tibetan Wolf? A veteran survivor in the same harsh terrain but with a very different playbook. Forget sneaking around, this one goes full on. I'm here, deal with it. While not engineered for vertical climbing like the Snow Leopard, the Tibetan Wolf has long legs and muscular thighs built for enduring uneven ground over long distances. No high-tech invisibility here, but its light gray coat does offer a bit of budget camouflage, the off-brand stealth that sort of works in a pinch. But if we're talking grace ghost-like movement and the ability to vanish like winter fog, the Tibetan Wolf simply can't compete with this alpine ninja. Score for Criterion 1, the Himalayan Ninja Factor. Snow Leopard 9.5, Mountain Ballet with a side of ghost mode. Tibetan Wolf 6.5/10. Tough enduring, but nobody calls you a ninja if you're howling across the entire valley. Criterion 2, Hunting Strategy. After scaling cliffs like a parkour master and ghosting through rocks like it's got Ninja DLC installed, it's time for the real test, the hunt. First up, the Snow Leopard, a lone hunter and living proof that the best attack is the one no one sees coming. It doesn't charge into herds screaming, "Come at me, bro." No, it's a stealth predator, an ambush artist. With eyesight sharp enough to spot prey over half a mile away, it can stalk silently for hours, even miles, just waiting for that perfect moment to strike. When it's time to attack, the Snow Leopard often uses gravity as its ally, launching from high ground, diving down with a silent, precise pounce. A claw to the neck and boom, dinner is served. Enter the Tibetan Wolf, the definition of squad goals. This wolf almost never hunts solo, especially across the open expanses of the Tibetan Plateau where bushes are rare and stealth is a luxury. So instead, it goes full tactical, relentless pursuit, coordinated moves, and flawless team dynamics to run prey into exhaustion. One wolf cuts off the front, another targets the flanks, and the finisher seals the deal. There have even been reports of a fake retreat move where one wolf breaks off the chase, tricking the prey into slowing down only for another to strike from a blind spot. It's not pretty, it's not flashy, but in a brutal landscape, results speak louder than style. Score for Criterion 2, Hunting Strategy Index. Snow Leopard 8.010, elegant, precise, deadly, but solo missions come with risk. Tibetan Wolf 9.010, no finesse but pack tactics, ill kill confirmed. Criterion 3, cold resistance and adaptability. Who's the true ice champion where survival isn't a right but a daily negotiation? If you've ever shivered in a thick winter coat at 32 degrees and thought, man, it's freezing out here, imagine being on the Tibetan Plateau or the north face of the Himalayas where temperatures can plummet to 40 degrees Celsius. The wind howls like the whisper of death and the air is so thin even GPS signals get lost. In that frozen wasteland, the Snow Leopard and Tibetan Wolf don't just survive, they go hunting. Let's talk about the Snow Leopard first, basically a walking climbing refrigerator with fur. Its coat isn't just thick, it's engineered. 2 layers, a dense soft undercoat hugging the skin for insulation, and a coarse outer layer that blocks wind and snow like a built-in parka. Oh, and it has fur on its paws too, natural thermal insoles that double as snowshoes. Add to that a broad nasal cavity designed to warm the air before it hits the lungs. It's like having a personal space heater built into your face. But the Snow Leopard's true survival hack is in its energy strategy. It slows its heart rate, hoards calories like a monk during Lent, and can spend hours motionless in a mountain crevice. Not laziness, just the only way to avoid freezing from the inside out. Now the Tibetan Wolf takes a different approach. While the Snow Leopard is the silent ghost of the snow, the Tibetan Wolf is the cold weather brawler. Its thick, shaggy coat is no joke effective insulation even in blizzards. But unlike its stealthy cousin, the wolf doesn't have a built-in energy saver mode. It keeps warm the old-fashioned way by moving. Think of it as the winter marathon runner, except it's running for its life. No fur-lined paw pads here, but the wolf compensates with curved claws and strong jaws that help it scramble over rocky ice fields or dig into snowbanks to shelter from the wind. Both species are elite survivors, but when it comes to biological efficiency, energy optimization, and turning every cell into a snow-adapted powerhouse, the Snow Leopard edges ahead. Score for Criterion 3, Extreme Cold Survival Index. Snow Leopard 9.010, a stealthy thermal tank operating like it was built in a snowy alien lab. Tibetan Wolf 7.010, tough, relentless, surviving on grit and motion like a true winter warrior. Criterion 4, Biological Power and Damage Index. Who's the cold-blooded combat machine of the snowy mountains? After proving they can handle bone-cracking cold, the next question is, can they dish it out as well as they take it? Snow Leopard, not the biggest of the big cats, but built like a precision strike unit. Its muscular frame is engineered for leaping, pouncing, and killing in a single blow. Measuring about 3 feet long and weighing 60 to 120 pounds, it can take down prey 3 times its weight. The biological equivalent of knocking out a bull with your bare hands. Bite force, 400 psi horizontal. Leap, up to 50 feet from cliffs or ridges. Pounce speed, up to 30 mph in short bursts. Signature move, high ground ambush, razor-sharp claws followed by a neck-crushing bite. The Snow Leopard is a minimalist fighter. No wasted motion. One move to end it. If it misses, it pulls back with the dignity of a samurai conceding defeat. Tibetan Wolf. Not a high jumper, but a tenacious tank of the highlands. Weighing 65 to 100 pounds, it may not have the Snow Leopard's speed strike finesse, but in a pack, it's a nightmare. What it lacks in solo flash, it makes up for in team-based wear-down warfare. Bite force, 400-500 psi, stronger than the Snow Leopard. Chase, speed, 22-25 mph over long distances. Tactics, deep bites, long holds, wave-style assaults that drain the prey's stamina. Special move, hamstring attack, bite from behind to trip prey, then the whole pack rushes in to finish. If the Snow Leopard is a one-strike assassin, the Tibetan Wolf is a special ops team that wins through endurance, repetition, and sheer grit. Not instant kill shots, but inevitable ones. Score for Criterion 4, Total Damage Index. Snow Leopard, 9.010. Speed Assassin, 1 hit, clean finish. Tibetan Wolf, 8.010. Powerful bite, relentless pressure, dangerous in packs, but lacks that solo kill move. And now that we've seen their raw physical power, it's time to return to a bigger question. Who truly shapes the ecosystem they live in? Criterion 5, Ecological Legacy and Impact. After all the silent pounces and coordinated pack hunts after the icy winds of the highlands and the watchful eyes of humans, what truly defines greatness in the wild isn't muscle or fame, it's the ecological footprint left behind. The real question is who holds the pulse of the high-altitude food chain, Snow Leopard or Tibetan Wolf? For the Snow Leopard, its ecological role is as subtle and elegant as its hunting style. As a keystone predator, it keeps populations of mountain goats, wild sheep, and antelope in check. Without it, these herbivores could overgraze, destabilizing entire alpine plant systems, leading to erosion and transforming lush slopes into high-altitude deserts. It may not get the flashy headlines like elephants or great whites, but if the snow leopard disappears, the whole mountain ecosystem trembles. Recent ecological studies have shown that when humans hunt snow leopards or encroach on their territory, the impact cascades beyond the predator itself, leading to a measurable decline in biodiversity across the highlands. Now, let's talk about the Tibetan wolf. It may not get much love, but its role as a quiet ecological engineer is just as vital. Wolves keep rodent populations in check. Rodents that can destroy grasslands, spread disease, and compete with livestock for food. Plus, by taking out sick or weak antelopes, wolves help strengthen the gene pool. Think of it as backcountry natural selection minus the stethoscope. Even their leftovers, the scat and carcasses, enrich the soil and feed scavengers, weaving the wolf deeper into the ecosystem's web. It's a predator that gives back even after dinner. Score for Criterion 5, Ecological Legacy Index. Snow Leopard, 8.510, Apex Predator Food Chain Stabilizer. Quiet Guardian of Mountain Balance. Tibetan Wolf, 8.510. Underrated ecosystem engineer promoting long-term biodiversity from the ground up. Sometimes legacy isn't about making the loudest impact, it's about ensuring the land still breathes long after you're gone, and in that both of these highland hunters leave paw prints worth preserving. After 5 intense rounds scaling cliffs, stealth hunting, enduring Arctic-level cold, battling public perception, and shaping entire ecosystems, we finally have a clear view, like a blue sky breaking through a Himalayan blizzard. Snow Leopard, a flawless fusion of skill, elegance, and elite adaptation. More than a cultural icon, it's a silent cornerstone of one of Earth's harshest ecosystems. Every step is a lesson in energy efficiency. Every leap is a scalpel slicing into the mountain food chain. And every time it vanishes into the mist, we're reminded that the greatest forces often go unseen. Tibetan wolf, on the other hand, isn't the kind of animal that makes you say, wow, majestic. It makes you say, how is this thing still alive up here? With unmatched resilience, razor-sharp pack tactics, and a critical role in ground-level ecological health, it earns the title of the Highlands' toughest survivor. And the final score says it all. Snow Leopard 44.5, 50 Tibetan Wolf 37.050. Official winner Snow Leopard, the Mistbound Ninja, the silent sovereign of sacred peaks. But don't write off the Tibetan Wolf just yet. In the wild, the one who wins the scoreboard isn't always the one who wins our hearts, and sometimes real bravery means surviving every day without applause, without recognition, just sheer grit.